So, hi guys, it's Humorous Username once again, and we are back at our decision. What I'm going to be doing is, normally I go for Rick's idea, but today I'm going to go for Gail's idea. Two parts really. One because, fancy a bit of a change, and the other because I was speaking to the creator and runner of the Dino Crisis wiki and Discord, forerunner his name is. He's made nearly 13,000 edits on the wiki, and he's very active on the Discord, and he just needed some help with the cutscenes, so I thought I'd help him out. And so I'm going to do Gail's idea, and it'll help with just him correlating some of the cutscenes he has. So what I'm going to be doing, Gail's idea, and let's go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn immediately back around and walk out the way we came, and we are going to go left. So Rick has very kindly opened up the shutter doors where we couldn't go before. I think you'll remember them. And we're just going to go down here. And so instead of helping our teammate, we will be trying to find Dr. Kirk. So the decisions don't really, only the last decision really matters, I think, from memory. We don't have to worry about them too much, but it's always worth, playing the game a few times, just because A, it's really good fun, and B, you can see what decisions you like and which decisions you don't like. I normally go with, I have a set order, so I normally go with Rick for the first two, at the very least, and then the last one, it sort of just depends on how I feel. The last one affects the ending. So we're going to go into the medical room hallway, and you can already see that there's blood here. So we'll be meeting a new type of enemy. I don't know what their name is, but they're these little small things. I'm not entirely sure they can do damage. I think they can. I remember taking damage from them as a kid. Either way, they sort of just hop around. They're kind of funny looking. They don't really do anything. But here's our second save room. Something that's always irritated me. If you look here, you can see a poster where it quite clearly shows some teeth. If you read it, it says part of the brain stem and nerves. It's not, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you look in this box here, I think there's a plug. Yeah, so excellent, there's our next plug. You can read through just random files and stuff. I don't think a lot of them are important, but there is an ID card here, which is brilliant because we need that. Just some random lockers and odd jobs. Oh, med pack, great. I've got loads of med packs, I don't really need all of them. So if you go through here, you will see that there is some more anatomy posters. Those ones are correctly labelled. There's a bed, which you can't really interact with. There's some boxes here that you need a key for, but we don't have that key just yet. There's another memo about the DDK system, I think. It's just more. I think it tells you how to get an item. I can't remember. It tells you about the strategy room, and the strategy room is where you need to go to get a scanner that gives you the fingerprint data we're going to save here. So it lets you collect fingerprint data from dead bodies. Either way, we don't need it at the moment, and we can just ignore it, to be honest with you. If you examine the dinosaur, you get... oh, I thought you got a med pack, but clearly not. Either way, I'm not going to fight these little things. I'm just going to run away, like the hero that I am.
Dr. Kirk?
Hey, wait!
Regina, are you there?
What's going on?
I have a positive ID on the doctor. I lost him, but he's definitely in the lab area. Drop what you're doing and get over here.
I can see an elevator from here. Maybe I can use that to go down from the first floor.
It always cracks me up, that bit that Gail's just sort of standing there and he's like, Dr. Kirk? But anyway, we're going to move on forward. So we've got another QTE sequence coming up, and of all the QTE sequences, this is one of the most important ones. You have to come through this alleyway a few times, and if you mess it up, you'll get hounded by this dinosaur. He's an absolute pest. I hate him. I just hate everything about him, so I'm going to make some really annoying noises as I pound my keyboard to try and get him off me. Let's do this. Come on! Oh, brilliant. So you get to electrocute him. I think he dies. Yeah, good. Have we taken some damage? No? There's some blood on the floor. But yeah, if you don't kill him, he's a complete merchant about it. He just fucking hounds you all over the place. Just ignore him, move on with your life. You know, on my last playthrough I didn't, and I kept running into him. And I just kept running past him and trapping him behind the shutter. It's just a pain. Just get it right. That's my advice to you. So here's another torso. This one's particularly dismembered. Has a memo. Of course we're going to read the memo. So there's today's to-do list, and there's the DDK stuff. It's telling you where he thinks he's left DDKs. The other one is Tom, who, if you remember, is one of our secret agents. So, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our first one from the large elevator, and then we're going to get our second one from Tom. So if you run down here, you won't be able to, because there is these crates in the way. Don't worry about it too much. We're just going to have to run past it, really. It's something we don't have to worry about until later. The game fits together quite well. You don't really have to... it just fits together well, really. It's good. You can just sort of go from area to area. If you sort of stray from the course, you can end up getting lost, which is what I did a lot as a kid. My early playthroughs took hours. So you might remember this room. This is our one of our generators. We don't have anything to do here, so we're just going to leave immediately. And then Rick will call us to let him know how he got on. Excellent. So, just like old times. Go through there. No cutscene. Fantastic. So, I don't know, actually, if... So, right at the start of the game, we went to the generator. I'm actually not too sure, as if you go back there, that dinosaur's there. Either way, we'd never have to go there again.
Rick here. I found Tom.
And?
I was too late. He didn't make it.
You did what you could.
I'm back in the control room right now. I'm going to continue working on the system.
Alright then, so some of the hyper-astute amongst you might notice in the next few minutes that some of my inventory's changed. That's just because I messed up on some of my inventory management. I just went back and put some stuff in the box just to clear up these spaces. They're just med packs. Nothing really too interesting. But as I was saying, I don't know if you go through there, and we never need to go through there again, I don't think, that that dino that we met at the start ever comes back. Either way, I've got no interest in finding out, but just a thought. In this next bit, what we're doing is getting 2 anesthetic dart M's, my weakest one that do one shots, and that's just because we've got 2 dinosaurs coming up, and we only have to go through this area once, but there's 2 items that I want to pick up, so we'll be doing that quickly, and then after that we'll be meeting a new type of enemy in total. So you can never really see these ones. I'm going to wait for them to write me. Where are you? Ah! There you go, there's one. So they really don't last too long, so you have to be quick. Oh! Okay, fantastic. So I think they're shotgun bullets. I think they're quite good. Oh, slag bullets. They're the better shotgun bullets. So we're just going to run past these guys. They're really no issue at all. Well, they aren't when they're asleep. And before we go through here, I'm going to equip my pistol and make sure it's got no bullets. And you will, well, it makes no difference if we've got any bullets in, but this next bit is important. Another QTE here, so I'm just going to be ramming all of my buttons. Oh, managed to get out perfectly. And I'm going to have to run back because I've dropped my... Oh no! I've dropped my pistol, which is annoying. Oh, and I got hit by one of them. So you want to zigzag around these guys, they're an absolute nightmare. I don't know if they can hit your gun out any more times than they already have, but they're still really annoying, just, you know, standard pterodactyl behaviour. Not that I'm, you know, specialist. And if we go through here, you'll see that I've got my next DDK code in the disk L. Unfortunately, this is where Tom is. If you look at him, he's got the other one, so that's both of our ones for L. If you come here with Rick, there's a little cutscene where he dies, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm laughing, that's quite sad, but either way, we won't be seeing that in this one. But if you want, at the end of the whole series, I would, I'm happy to go back and do it if you really want to see it. I'll put on the cutscene just so you can see. got another anaesthetic aid here. Do I have any more medium ones? I do. So what I'm going to do is just mix them with my anaesthetic dark medium and get some large. If you look here, there is a map, and if you look at it, it includes all the outdoor areas on your map. For some reason, I've got the feeling that there is actually. Oh god, more pterodactyls. For some reason, you just want to zigzag, don't stay in a straight line. They actually swoop pretty quick. There's not too much of a lead in time. Don't bother shooting them because you only ever run around them. So don't bother. Just save your bullets. As I said, I'm saying to you save your bullets and you're like, oh, but you've got 20 shotgun shells. I promise you this will not always be the case. Later on, we will be getting rammed left, right and centre. Don't really need another anaesthetic aid, but I feel like I want one. What do I have here? So put my shotgun in. I've got one medium anaesthetic dart. Well, I'll just waste it. God, I've just been giving you a lecture on saving ammo, just spewing it across the hall. Anyway, I've got an anaesthetic aid, which means the next set of medium anaesthetic bullets I can make a large. It's just one, it's not too bad. And we've got a crane key here. So do you remember those boxes earlier? We will be able to move those boxes around with the crane key, and we're getting on to our next puzzle. So the puzzle is there's going to be, you can't see at the moment, but there's 3 pipes, and there's a middle, start and end section, and we just have to make the pipes all connect. So once I see the first one, I can normally work the rest of it out. So this top right one, okay, I've done it wrong straight away. This first right one does like the top bit, so you need to get rid of it. Either way, what you're trying to do is you're trying to put in this. So the red one goes first because it goes underneath, and then what happens is, oh sorry, no, there's 2 sections, that's it. So okay, that's not what I want. Okay. Either way, you want the red one to curve underneath, and then on the next one curve back over. You want the green one to be a straight line down the middle, and you want the blue one to curve up over the top once you put the green down. So green goes next, and then blue. And then it's just reverse order, so you want blue to go so that you can... oh no you don't, it's the same order because you want red to carry on going underneath. Oh! I knew there was something I was doing wrong, so you start from the other end on this one. Sorry, I always get this puzzle. I know what I want to do, but they're not in the order that makes any sense to me. I didn't really know what they were thinking when they did it. Either way, so it's red, green, blue. RGB. That might be the way I remember it for next time. And then all the pipes will connect and we'll get this bad boy up and humming again. You actually spend a weird amount of time around generators in this game. In fact, the whole game is centered around the generator. I'm going to talk through this cutscene because it's just another engine turning on. Not exactly the most exciting cutscene, but regardless, we've got that going, which is great, I guess. And then we're going to go back the way we came. So what I will do is I'll make a small detour. The reason we're turning that on, by the way, is the big elevator doesn't actually work at this point. Got another cutscene and another QTE. So just going to ram everything once again. This one's a really good one, especially if you get it. Love that one. Fantastic. So he's gone. Alright then, but his mate is still here, and we're going to try and avoid him as much as possible. So I'm going to make a short detour that I don't need to make, but only to show off a cutscene that happens if you purposefully try to go the easy way back without using the elevator, because the game wants you to do the crane puzzle, but if you think about it, you could just run back to the facility back the way we came. If you go through here, you'll see that the game is not a fan of you doing that at all. So, unnecessary QTE. but just a little cutscene that you get if you try to, you know, cheat the game of putting you through a puzzle. Sorry, with a bit of spit that I couldn't swallow. All you want to do is run over here and turn the elevator on. Yeah, that's it, really. I don't think there's anything more to it. And then what always confused me as a kid is you turn the elevator on and then nothing happens. So you need to actually go back and press it again. And then we can choose to go down. I don't know why I thought there was a cutscene there, but there isn't. There's like a mini cutscene here. Very strange. Anyway, I'm just going to talk through it. So what we've got up ahead is the crane game. Crane game? No, crane puzzle. We'll call it a puzzle. It's more actually what it is. And we'll crack on with it. Alright then, so we've now got the crane game. I'm just going to call it that because it's now stuck in my head. If you go to this panel over here, you can't do anything with it, so just ignore it really. And what you want to do is you want to climb up these steps. There is a shelf here that you can push out the way to reveal an item. What that item is right now, I can't quite remember. Hemostat, I've got enough healing stuff right now, so I'm just going to leave it. I've taken pretty much no damage out of the game. And it tells you need to use a key card. Luckily, we have a key card, so we'll be able to operate the crane. So, through no particular reason, this crane is needlessly complicated. So, basically what you want to do is use these preset cards to define actions that you want the crane to do. So, there's only a limited assortment of them for, again, no reason. I guess they just like to make their crane operator people work for a little bit. Oh! That's not what I wanted to do at all. So if you run out the game room and restart, you can restart the puzzle if you want to. I was trying to avoid doing that. Normally this is one of the puzzles that I'm really good at and just get straight away. There's a slightly harder crane game later on, but this is not a difficult one. Either way, you need to use these predefined actions to clear a path. So again, it's just really easy stuff. I have spent a while lifting and moving these cranes because I've always had the feeling, a sneaking suspicion, that underneath one of them is an item. But as far as I can tell, there isn't, and that's just a dodgy feeling on my part. But I feel like there should be a good item underneath one of them. So you don't actually have to put the last one down. If you hook it and then leave, the crane will just stay in the air. So yeah, we can just leave that now that we've cleared a path. Really easy puzzle, like really easy, even if you get the first bit wrong. Anyway, now we can run on through. And then, hey, it's this guy again. Cool, right? So he has, from doing all of that, we've managed to get the key cards that we need to move on in the game. We've got the D and K, no, D and K, what was I talking about? Input discs L for the, moving forward. So all we need to do is go back around. Sorry about that. Got distracted by someone rang the doorbell as well. Not much I can do now, to be honest. So bit of an interrupted gameplay, to be honest. Anyway, we're gonna ignore all these little things again. I really don't know if they can do damage. I don't want to take that small amount of damage just to find out either. Either way, I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore them completely. We're going to go back up here to the control room hall. We're going to move our way along. Going to run past Rick. If you talk to him, he just says no sign of Dr. Kirk here. It's a really pointless cutscene. We're not going to bother saving, I don't think. I don't think there's anything coming up that's particularly dangerous. And what we're going to do is we're going to run back around here, and now that we've got the ID card, we can open up this door that was previously locked to us, and that will bring us to the strategy room. Brilliant. So the strategy room is pretty important. There's a data file here for the meeting, and it's more just sort of storytelling, and it really hammers on about overwriting ID cards. you know, it really hints towards how to complete this puzzle a lot, really. It's just pulling it off. So now that we've got the ID card finder, we just need to get a researcher's ID number and their fingerprint. Luckily, we have a corpse who is a more than willing volunteer, or at the very least, you know, it's an implied consent. He's got a hand and he's not exactly using it anymore. That's a... I don't know why, I always think that needs to have something. So these yellow boxes are worth opening. They are sort of like a mix of med packs and bullets a lot of the time. So I like to open them up where possible. We've got a lot of stuff here, including probably more anaesthetic darts than we really need. So what I'm going to do is mix them out for the slag bullets. And that way we've got more shotgun stuff. And I'm also going to put my anaesthetic aid in here so we can make some stuff later on. Once you've unlocked a few boxes, you can go to access, and then you can access any of the same coloured box throughout the game, which is really cool. I think I said earlier that you can go back and... You know, I meant there's no like centralised, you know, box like there is in Resident Evil where you can store stuff. It's kind of split into 3 different colours that you have to go around. Anyway, so I don't know if you have your own pen and paper that you've been keeping track of my numbers as we've been going along through the game, but we managed to get the well, not that matters too much. We managed to get the ID registration of Paul Baker, and we bleeped him. We bleeped his number, and luckily this man is Paul Baker, as we can tell from the fact that he is bleeping away. He is a researcher, and that is exactly what we need. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our fingerprint device out, and we're going to scan him. Brilliant, so we've got his data. And then what we need to do is we need to go back to the... we're in the lecture room hallway, which is great. So this is why I'm saying it's good to kill those dinosaurs earlier on, because otherwise they just hound you through here. And we just need to go in, put his ID, put our ID badge in, put his number in, which is 46907, which we can get from here. There we go. And then what we need to do is go back to the elevator, which we now can use because our ID card thinks that we are a researcher, which is really cool. Well, it's pretty cool, and it's how you progress the game, so it's semi-cool. So, 46907, and then it'll want you to put in the fingerprint data, which is an exact match. Brilliant. And now what we need to do is overwrite the card, and we can just run back through and go down the elevator, which is great. We've got a QT coming up, and then we've got, I think there's the next section is very dinosaur heavy, so you know, good thing we saved all those bullets. I'm always kind of tempted just to anaesthetise them and run away. But the problem is, like this next bit, there's a lot of toing and throwing, so I opt just to kill them. Yeah, it just makes it easier if you kill them. The thing is, you do this area and then you never come back to the area, but you're in the area for a while. Brilliant, so what we're going to do is we're going to kill this bloke. I don't actually know what I've got nothing equipped. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is increase the shotgun bullets. Oh! Oh no! Oh, this is not going well. Oh, I'm nearly dead. No. So what we're going to do is fully restore our health. This isn't going well. I wish I'd saved now. There we go. That should be the end of that chat. No, see, this is him playing dead. So what we're going to do, call his bullshit, and just finish him off. Fantastic. So that's that boy dead. God, I took a lot of damage there. Very, very disappointed in myself. But either way, that's the encounter over. We've got a lot more encounters coming up, but that's okay. And then what we've got is our next DDK. So what we need to do is, I mean, look at this one. You can see what's going to happen coming up just from the things that are on there. So as you can imagine, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 correspond to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th letter of the alphabet. You can sit there and work it out, but I'm going to go ahead and spoil it for you. The answer is laboratory. Laboratory. Yeah, A lot of these I just sort of know off by heart, so I'm quite happy just to put them in. There's a couple of ones later on which are a bit trickier, but there's really nothing too taxing. I can't remember if this guy's immediately behind the shutter. Okay, oh, it's so annoying that I don't have any... Is there two here? No, just the one. So, as I said, there's a lot of toing and froing in this bit, so I just opt just to kill them all, really. So as I said, I don't really know if it does any more or less damage if there... Oh, there is two here. Bit cheeky. Okay, so... As I said, the dinosaurs run from room to room, and the problem being is you can easily get overwhelmed. You know, I really don't know if there's like a maximum amount of dinosaurs that can exist in the room. I didn't know that much about the game, but I really don't want to have to just continue. Oh, I've wasted a bullet there. He's pretending as well. Go away. Okay, no more head tapping. We can go forward ourselves. Oh, he's got shotgun bullets there. Wait, is there another? Yeah, good, they're both there. For a minute though, I thought she was still looking at him, and I was like, no way. Either way, so we're going to go through here. I believe that there's a shutter here. Okay, so let me just try and remember the best way to go about this. So what I'm going to try and do is, there's a dinosaur in here, the library room, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lure him out. So wait for him. I'm going to wait for him to see me. Oh, you sound so close. I don't want to run at him because I can't really see. He sounds so close though. Come on, boy, where are you? I need to hear that hiss. Oh, there he is. Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to run away like a hero. And what I'm going to try and do is lure him into the main hallway, and then I can get behind that shutter. Oh, no, stuck on that wall. Is he going to come? Is he going to come? Yeah, he is. Brilliant. So, I'm a bit conscious that I feel like... Oh, no! Oh, thank God. I feel like I'm cheating the game a little bit, but, you know, the problem is the game's all about being in an enclosed space with dinosaurs, and that is exactly where the dinosaurs excel. These things are vicious, up close, and they close distance so quickly, which is why I'm need to just sort of... get them over and done with, to be honest. You know, they've got claws, super fast speed. You know, arguably I have a shotgun, but I just feel like I need that, you know, little extra edge. So, God, we've got a lot of people tricking us. I'm just going to put the final shot into that one, which is fine. Okay then, so that's the library section cleared of dinosaurs. And we're just going to move forward with the basement section of the game. So as you can see, I had a really healthy selection of ammo earlier, and now it's just, you know, depleting. It just goes so quickly, which is why you have to be so careful. And there's more dinosaurs coming up. You know, this isn't just, you know, this is quite, I mean, look at that. So, I don't know if he saw me, I don't know if he's going to follow me, I hope not. Oh, cool. Ah, I wish I'd had that a second ago now. Oh wait, that's for the handgun. Either way, I'm going to run through here, because if you go the other way, I knew there's one way where you go where you're behind the shutter for the dinosaur, and that is exactly where I want to be. So we're going to go this way around, and, you know, fuck that guy. Oh, brilliant, just what I need. More of these red things. So, we've got lots of room, because I've been splurging bullets all over the shop. We're going to leave the poison dart, and as you can see here, we can access our previous red box, which has got a lot of cool stuff, but nothing we particularly need right now. So we'll leave the rest of it there. I'm just going to do a quick sort, just in case. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to equip the sights of our handgun, so it can do a bit more damage. So if I do end up behind shutters, which I think I should for some of these dinosaurs, I'm going to use the handgun. Because as I said, I really don't like it. I think it's pretty rubbish. We don't really need a hemostat right now. There's another logbook here, more security manuals, more stuff about the DDK. It really spells out, you know, the whole DDK system. You don't have to worry about it too much. It's really not as difficult as the the game makes it out to be. So there's a screwdriver there, which we will need later. And we've got another plug. Brilliant. And I think this is a save room. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to save our process here, and we're going to plug on. This will be quite a long episode, but this will be the third act of the game. Alright then, so I think we'll be around the shutter side of these dinosaurs. Excellent. Fuck these guys. So what we want to do is we're just going to wait for them to come on round. I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to equip my handgun with the 15 of the new bullets. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take advantage of being behind the shutter and just going to shoot some dinosaurs when they decide to come. Was there a dog there? No, just the one I came from. I don't know whether I should tease them out a little bit. I feel like they're taking their sweet time. Okay, that's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, he's behind the second one. No way. There are two shutters here that he's behind. Oh, brilliant. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit here, brutalise two defenseless dinosaurs. A bit mean, but I don't feel bad about it at all, so there's not really anything you can say to make me feel bad. These guys are bastards. And impressively, they're not even the biggest bastards in the game. We'll see some real shit houses coming up later on. How much bullets have I got for this thing? I only have one bullet left. I've only just got all this. So I managed to impressively waste all my bullets for that, which is a bit annoying. Either way, what we're going to do is stick to just the weak shotgun bullets. We're going to wait for them both to stand up. We're going to see if we can get lucky with a few double hits. So that guy is pretending again. Excellent, we've got sort of double kill there, which is good because fuck those things. Do I want Medpack M? Why not? Why not? I took a bit more damage than I was willing to earlier. Let's take that Medpack M. So we've got a research meeting room here. There is a DDK here. I don't really remember what for now. E. Okay, good. So we've got both the E ones. Brilliant. So there's a door here that doesn't seem to work. There's nothing you can do. There's no key for it or anything. There's another plug here, so that brings up to 3 plugs. If you look here, it'll say there's a computer terminal with the experiment room saying the lock code is 5037. Excellent. So we've got that code now, and we can run out of the room. There's a researcher's journal here. I can't really remember what this one's about. It's just this one's actually quite interesting. I'm gonna skip through it. You know, pause the game and read them if you want to see what they're. I've read the games. I've been through them so many times. That one's just more world building. It's about them trying to find out what's going on in the research facility. And you know, there's more people. It starts to insinuate there are more people who are unhappy with Dr. Kirk and what he's doing than, you know, it's not all sunshine and daisies even in his own lab. So we're going to go through to the library room. I've got a feeling there's a dinosaur. No, excellent. There's no dinosaur. I have missed a room at some point. Oh no, I remember now where I need to go. So, turn around. Sorry guys, I've played through the game so many times, I'm always convinced I'm never going to make a wrong turn, but at least once at playthrough I go down the wrong way. We need to go back to where we just came from. We got that code 5037, and we will be taking advantage of that in the computer room to open up the terminal. So there is a computer just here, he says, and we're releasing the lock for 5037. Excellent. So the gas room is now unlocked. So this next one is, why not, we'll save, is a puzzle that I am poo at. I am so shit at it. I don't know whether I'm colourblind. Either way, it's a really simple, you know, colour puzzle. It's like, oh, red defeats green, I know, purple defeats, I know, turquoise. But the game's colours just seem so difficult to me. I have no idea what's going on in them. But this door should now be open. And you get a special cutscene if you... So if you go here, you can see that the room is yellow. There is a live researcher in there, and I haven't read the thing now. Just throwing away my piece of paper as well with all the instructions on it. Oh, here we go. 85 or greater will kill the scientist. And I can't remember now where you read what colours defeat what colours. Okay, here we go. Red defeats green. Red. Blue defeats orange for some bizarre reason. And green defeats purple. Alright then, so I'm going to try my very best to overcome this without killing the researcher. As I said, this puzzle gets me, man. I am so bad at it. So, okay, for me this looks green. This looks green. So, we want to try avoid going over 85s. So I'm going to press red. Okay, so I've made it more poisonous. But, okay, this is now purple. To me this looks purple. So I'm going to press green, and that should defeat it. Excellent. Okay, now we're making progress. So, this looks green to me. Still looks green. Okay, excellent. So that's gone down. So what does this look like? Orange. I think orange. So I'm going to press blue. Oh, that's gone way better than I thought it would. Alright then, normally that puzzle takes me about 10 plus minutes. I am shit at it. Alright then, we're going to go through here. Excellent. So this will bring us to the next cutscene.
You're gonna be okay. What happened?
That fool.
Who are you talking about?
What are you planning, Kirk?
I'm here with the rescue team. Where is Dr. Kirk?
Here. This will give you access to his personal lab.
Okay then, so access to his personal lab, the number's 3695 written on the key chip. Excellent, just what we wanted. So you can actually get a second key chip, which will open up something else later on. If you check his body, you get an emergency case key, and that's for that those little boxes back in our other save room. When we go through here, another QTE, we're going to slam as many buttons as we can, we're going to kick him off, and we can lock him in this room. And this is my favourite bit about the entire puzzle, gassing out this dinosaur. So we're going to just stick with pure red here. Oh brilliant, he's straight away poisonous. Fuck that guy. Excellent. Complete douchebag, and he's dead. So what we need to do is we need to go through into the library room. We've now got a key chip with 3695 written on it, which will help open it up for us. The other key chip, I've got a horrible feeling, unlocks a better part of the shotgun, which I'm leaving behind, I think, because I can't quite remember where the other key chip is right now. What I might do is I might edit the game a little bit. Not edit the game, but edit my recording a little bit. Might go back through and find where it is, and that way, because I really do want to have a weaker shotgun, because I do love the shotgun. I want to have the best shotgun I can. I want to be the best shotgun I can be, especially for later on in the game. You really need it. So there might be some nifty editing coming up. So apologies for that. But we're going to go through to the library room, and. If you remember, the 3695 is already written on the key chip, and we're going to go through to this little thing here. So it tells you about the key chips. We're going to put this one in. Will I overwrite? Yes, I will. 3695. Brilliant. Then there's this little mini game. It's super easy. So what you want to do is look up from the bottom what you need to do. So the first two is white with a clear space. The next two is double white. Then it's double clear. it's clear and white again. It's like the easiest puzzle in the entire game, and there's another one later on which is just as easy, so you know, don't stress about it. Excellent, so that's the indicator turned on. We can go... Oh, wait, I didn't realise you got it back. What we can do now is run over and open this bad boy up. Oh, we actually have to put it in. My bad. Here we go. So there, we've got the R key here. So we've got L and R. Excellent. So we've got a memo as well. It tells you about what to do with the key cards. There's really nothing incredible. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Basically, there's a computer room, and all we need to do is go back and... Yeah, there's a computer room, and all we need to do is put the one that says L in the left one and the one that says R in the right one. It's that computer room we've walked past and saved like twice in. It's not too strenuous at all. Probably the second easiest puzzle. So, really weird. I don't know why I got the impression that there is some shotgun stuff in there when there isn't. So we'll just be cracking on with the game. So we're back in the computer room. I think Gail might arrive at this point. Maybe it's a bit later on. We're just going to go over here, and as I said, you know, it's the easiest puzzle in the whole game. There's a key slot here. You put the left one in. Oh, that's it. No, you call them over. You put the left one in, and then Gail... I don't know why you'd say no to calling Gail.
Regina?
I finally made it to the entrance of the doctor's lab.
Good work.
The door looks like it needs 2 people working in tandem to unlock it.
Sit tight. I'll be right there.
So, what's our status?
Here, take this.
Ready? Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Excellent. So that's now open. You can talk to Gail if you want.
You're all clear. Let's go.
You don't see why you'd want to, but you can. And what I'm going to do is just use the screwdriver on this panel over here to remove the screws. It doesn't do anything that you need to do anything right now, so just ignore it. And we've unlocked a DDK bit, which luckily we've already got both the things for. So what we do in this one is we actually just remove the rows. So you can see rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 9 need to be removed. It's a really easy one. So you can easily see E and E coming in there. So you just know the answer is going to be energy, especially with the game being all about energy. So, go through here, we're going to get into Kirk's secret lab. Why not? Let's save. I'm feeling saucy. Let's do this. Experiment simulation room. Brilliant. Excellent. So that's a really cool cutscene. There's a shelf here that you can move, and you want to move it now rather than later. And now we get the shotgun. I knew it was coming up. I knew it. So we're going to put that on right now, which is excellent. It just reduces your reload time and means we can stop faffing around. So you can do this, but nothing really happens, I don't think. I can't... Yeah, you can read the journal. This is Dr. Kirk's private journal. Again, it's more just world building about the third energy thing, about how we need to... And it's also the key to this little puzzle bit here. So you need to use the stabilizer. I can't really remember it. I can't really remember the order now. I think it's pretty easy, but... So you... Let's do the initializer first, then the stabilizer, and then the igniter. Sounds reasonable. Excellent. So we created some energy there, and the it used it all up. So you know, real cool. Anesthetic dart L there. Do I need it? If I press sort, what happens? Nothing. Probably do need it, but I'm feeling adventurous. I reckon I'm doing better for ammo than usual. I'll leave it.
He's not here.
Why? This operation is taking way too long already.
Warning. The emergency system has been activated. Emergency lockdown in progress.
What's going on?
Oh, Kirk must have tripped off the security system. That fool.
What's your status, Regina? I'm reading an emergency lockdown in your section.
We're trapped inside here. Kirk must have triggered it off. We didn't touch anything.
Can you clear it?
I'll see what I can do.
What's wrong with this thing?
Cool it, Gail. We'll find a way out somehow.
Excellent, so as promised, we'll find a way out somehow. That involves using the circuit panel, which we did earlier. This one, again, I kind of struggle with for some reason. It's not too hard of a puzzle, but what we need to do is make the middle bit in the bottom left. The reason this one's a bit more difficult than you initially think it will be is that the black squares on each grid will get rid of anything that is there, so you have to put them down in the correct order. It is a bit more tricky than you think it's going to be, but the best way to do it is just look to make sure you've got all the pieces in the right place. So you can see from the go away. So you can see from the first one that my top left one's there, my left middle one was not there, so I need to get one. So there we go, I've got a left middle one there. And then what I need to do is create a middle one, so that's there as well. Then a top middle is there, then a top right is there, then a middle right is there, then the middle section's there, the bottom middle's there, and then the bottom right is not there. So what we could do is this. Perfect. So let's give that a whirl. We just need to work out we're doing it in the right order. So this one first, then this one, and then this one? No. I reckon it's that far left one first, because we only need the first bit from it, and then this one, and then this one. Oh! So close. Excellent, there you go. Probably going to edit all that out.
The emergency lockdown has been bypassed. You have 10 minutes until this section is sealed off.
We'd better get moving. We've bypassed the door lock and we're on our way out.
That's great, but the entire underground area is crawling with dinosaurs. You'll never be able to make it through there.
Don't sweat it. I'll take them all out one by one if I have to.
Brilliant plan, fearless leader, but I have a better one. These readouts tell me there's an emergency escape hatch in the dock's private quarters. You should be able to make a clean break through there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but there's one problem. The hatch is password locked through the mother system.
Forget it. If you can't crack the code before the dinosaurs rush in, we'll be completely trapped.
I know. You just have to trust me.
I don't.
Fine. What about you, Regina?
Make your choice.
Excellent, so this is our second choice of the game, Gail or Rex. I'm going to leave it there, and we can decide over the week. We can decide over the next couple of days what we want to do. And record it. I think it's the weekend, it's not. But we'll leave it there for today. All right then, guys. Thanks for watching another episode. Hope you're all having a cracking day, and I'll see you soon for us carrying on with the game. Have a good one.